Look, the Washington Wizards have talent, and we all know this because I've made several videos about it. Kristaps Porzingis is basically shooting 50% plus from the field, averaging about 20 points and 8 rebounds with a block and a steal game since coming to the Wizards and looking like, you know, the perfect guy to be next to Bradley Beal. Kyle Kuzma's awesome. And then you have Rui Hachimura dropping 21 points tonight and starting to shake off the rust and look like the guy we thought he could be. And Denny Avdia is also showing flashes of the guy we thought he could be. Denny Avdia, I've said before, is a guy who could easily average between 15 and 17 points a night, grab like 7 rebounds a night, and average like 4 assists as well, and have a steal and a block. And then you have Daniel Gafford, who's a good backup center for Kristaps Porzingis. Then you have Corey Kesper to stretch the floor, Contavious Pope, who's a great 3-and-D guy. And, with the idea of Bradley Beal coming back, could be awesome. So I want to hear your thoughts down below. Shout out David Aldridge for this Athletic article and the inspiration. It sucks that we lost to the Bulls, guys, but Kristaps Porzingis and this team has a lot of talent, and David Aldridge agrees with me on this. And David Aldridge, let's shout out for the title of this video. The Wizards have talent, but they lack that special someone who can bring it all together. So let's get it. Okay. So look, the Wizards are very close to being a team that could be easily in the playoffs, but also a team that could be a contenders, okay? The build-up around Bradley Beal the last 3 years is legit, okay? Kyle Kuzma and Kristaps Porzingis and Contavious Pope with Bradley Beal gives you a solid 4. You throw in right there behind those guys Rui Hachimura, a great power forward. Denny Avdia, who is a great small forward. And Corey Kesper, I know he's not the most athletic technically because he's such a good shooter. He could be like a Kyle Korver, 3-point shooter. So you have 3 guys right there filling in behind Contavious Pope, Bradley Beal, Kyle Kuzma. Okay, and then you also throw in Daniel Gafford running back, back up Kristaps Porzingis, and that's not bad. And then basically all those like Corey Kesper, Avdia, and Hachimura are all relatively cheap for now and fairly low maintenance. And then if you look over here, though, they have a lottery pick inbound, and the Go-Go, Wizards G League team are a team that's in the G League postseason for the first time in 4 seasons. So they're developing young guys down there, and that's good because if there's talent on both sides of their teams, on the development team and on the parent club, that's good. So you have to think about it. This is a team that there's a difference between winning 35 games a year and winning 50 games. And right now, the Wizards are trying to get where the Warriors, Spurs, and Mavericks, Heat, Jazz, Bucks, Celtics, Sixers have long considered as mundane, okay? Those teams that are like just on the brink, okay? You need to instill championship DNA. And the difference maker, is somebody like if you want to go into hockey, a John Carlson for the Washington Capitals. You can't accept mediocrity. Like, look at how Pat Bev has changed the culture. And look, Washington has had superstars, Bradley Beal, John Wall, Chris Webber, Gilbert Arenas, okay? And guys like Caron Butler, Nene, Paul Pierce, and Trevor Ariza, who wouldn't take any mess, were fine with making their teammates uncomfortable by confronting them. And, Spencer did what he tried to do that, but it seems like his timing or he just wasn't the right guy to do it. And you won't find a championship team that doesn't have that presence. Okay, sometimes it's the team superstar like a Kobe Bryant or a Kevin Garnett. Or like KG was awesome. And, there's other guys like Mike Cooper, Dennis Johnson, Bill Laimbeer, Sam Cassell, Avery Johnson, Metta World Peace, and Sham Battier. Okay? And look, Draymond Green's the guy for the Dubs. And Wes Unseld Jr., the guy who is a John Hopkins alumni, the son of the greatest Wizards of all time, Wes Unseld Sr., rest in peace. And, from Baltimore, my hometown, he went to the high school a bunch of my good friends went to, Loyola Blakefield, back home in Maryland. Shout out not UMD, but shout out the full 1-0. And the thing is the Nuggets had one of the best defenses. They had Jokic as an MVP, okay? And there was a while ago that people were thinking that Jusuf Nurkic was better than Jokic. And, Wes Unseld was one of the people who stood up and said, we got to keep Jokic. And the thing is this is a team that needs a guy. Like Steve Kerr always talks about how Andrew Bogut solidified things in the paint for the Warriors with outstanding defense and communication and passing. And Steve Kerr also frequently mentions how big of a sacrifice Andre Iguodala made when he came off the bench. So the Wizards have plenty of people who can score and rebound the ball, and they have a couple guys who can defend. And it's pretty obvious that there's nothing wrong with how they're being coached. Wes Unseld's a great coach. What they're lacking, though, is a guy who will not only talk the talk, but walk the walk and make his teammates walk the walk out of respect, fear, praise, and maybe a combination of all of the above, but somebody who will, as Reggie Jackson himself said a long, long time ago, be the straw that stirs the drink. So that's what I want to hear your thoughts down below, guys. But peace out.